In a catastrophic car accident case in New York, how do we prove liability, that the other driver is responsible for your accident? You want to learn the answer? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York car accident attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. There are a number of things we have to show. First, we have to show that you are more likely right than wrong, that what we are saying is true. Legally, that's known as the preponderance of evidence. That's something we have to show to the jury. But all we have to show is that we're more likely right than wrong. So now, what do we have to show and how do we do that? Well, not only do we have to show that we're more likely right than wrong, that the other driver caused your accident, but we do that using various techniques and evidence. So here's an example. We're going to use photographs of the accident scene. We're going to use witnesses who were at the scene. We're going to use your testimony since you were the one driving as well. And we're also going to show the other driver's pretrial testimony to show and confirm that they were also responsible. Now, what else do we need? We're going to use a police report. Maybe the police officer observed something involved with the accident. We're going to bring him in to trial to testify. We're also going to be using a private investigator to interview witnesses, to get statements from these people who actually saw what happened. And now we're going to record their information in something known as a witness statement. Then we have that recorded so that now, years later, when the case comes up for trial, we can now give it to them to refresh their memory of exactly what happened. We're going to use photographs of the accident scene, which are always critical. We're going to use pretrial testimony to help us show and lock in testimony from different witnesses. We might also do a recreation or an animation, a computer animation of exactly what happened based upon testimony in the case. Now, we're also going to show that there were violations from rules of the road. Did you know that there are rules of the road on every single road we travel on here in New York? It's true. Now, if we can show that there was a violation from the rules of the road, now that is some evidence of negligence, of carelessness. And now the jury can use that to totally assess whether or not the other driver was careless and responsible for the happening of your accident. So those are just some ways that we use evidence and testimony in order to show that we are more likely right than wrong, that what we are claiming is true. So why do I share this great information with you today? I share it with you to give you an insight and an understanding to what goes on in evaluating a car accident case here in the state of New York. You know, I realize you're watching this because you likely have questions or concerns about your own car accident matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, @oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.